Immediate.
Sure.
And meanwhile, I'll also start the Redshift.
Yeah.
Okay, so till now we have actually seen that how we can actually go ahead and modify our data frames and do as perform SCDs. We have seen how to connect with Redshift and perform query and execute those queries on Redshift, loading data on Redshift, unloading data on Redshift. You can say base of the program is actually ready, but there are some other things also that we need to consider. So if I talk about those things, so one of the things that my project does, same thing actually I have copied here. Okay, and that is connecting and maintaining logs inside my DynamoDB tables. Okay, so if you see, after every time I have put my data into Redshift, I also call this function update DynamoDB table. Okay, here what we are basically doing, we are making sure, let's say if we are running 100 glue jobs, okay, if we are running 100 glue jobs or more than 100 glue jobs in the production environment, then how I can monitor my glue jobs is like which glue jobs has been completed successfully or which glue job has failed or what is the error, like those details if I have to capture, I will be going on ETL jobs. Okay, and I will be checking each and every job like this, like I will go on project hands-ons, then I'll go on runs and I will check it whether it succeeded on what's the date and end time, duration and all those things I'll check here, which is a bit obviously is a bit manual task, and it's also going to be quite a workload to maintain this kind of activity. And obviously in production we want as early as possible to detect the errors and to detect the failures of the job. So for that, what we have done, we have actually created a DynamoDB table, and in that table we update the status of job. Okay, so if you see after my copy to Redshift is actually completed, okay, after my copy to Redshift is actually completed, what we are doing, I am taking count of source TF that it should be final TF count. Okay, sorry, it's actually source TF count. Okay, uh, and I am taking end time, and at the start of this code, if you have noticed, I am also taking the start time here. Okay, I'm taking start time, end time, count. Okay, like those details I'm capturing, and then I'm also having the job name. I'm having the output path. I'm having job status, whether it's completed or not. Okay, so what if I come on this my functions here, and if I try to find a definition of this DynamoDB update, then this is the function that is performing the DynamoDB updates. Okay, so basically here in this, first of all, we are creating the client of our DynamoDB table as we do it for any other service. Okay, and then I'm just passing my table name. This is my table name on DynamoDB. If I open my DynamoDB, you see I do have a table here as job underscore status, and it has some data inside it also. If I just say explore table items, I do have some data inside this, like it. Just a second. Yeah, so I do have some data here. Okay. Now, basically what's happening here is I'm creating my DynamoDB client. I'm passing my table name and using the table API of DynamoDB, I'm getting the object of table created here. Now, when I pass this table name and the table name in this table function, I got my output as a table. Now on this table, I can do anything I want. Okay. Then I'm simply getting today's date. I'm converting that today's date into a proper date time for our date format. I'm converting into I'm also getting the day, month, year, runtime in the character format. I'm getting basically for today's date. I'm getting a few of the other details also, such as a day, month, year, and runtime. Okay. Then first thing that I do on my table object, okay, on my table object here that I got it from this table function, I run a query. I run a query and I say my key condition expression are my key is name. Okay, this name actually is a field name in my DynamoDB. So if I open my DynamoDB table, let's open this record. This name. So I am saying this name should be equals to this name dot eq means equals to job name, and this job name I am getting from in the definition of updated DynamoDB table, and here I am getting this job name from my arguments. Okay, I am getting this job name from my arguments list. Okay, that means I'll get my job name if my key, like if this name is equals to job name, and just a second, and if created date is equals to today's date. Okay, this date, if it is equals to today's date, that means if my partition key and if my short key are already present in my DynamoDB table. Okay, that is it simply basically it means just this, that if my partition key and short key are already present in my DynamoDB table, then give me back response. Okay, and in this response I will check the count. If count is more than 0, that means I already have an entry. Okay, that means for that particular job I already have an entry on today's date. Okay, this means if that this means if I'm running job again, so see, one job can be run multiple times in a day. Okay, or one job can be run single time also in a day. So what is my motive here is I will check if I have already made an entry in the DynamoDB table for a particular day on a particular date. Okay, then I am obviously going to update that entry. Okay, I am going to say update item. If there is no entry, if there is no count in my DynamoDB table, then I'm simply going to say put item. That means create a new item for me. Okay, so let's see the case when response count is 0. That means we have no entry for my DynamoDB for my job in DynamoDB. So if I just come here, and if you see, this is my status. Okay, and I am saying table dot put item. What items I am passing in my DynamoDB table? I am passing ID. ID is nothing but a job name and today's date. I am passing name. I am passing S3 path. I am passing the year, day, and month when that file was processed. I am passing run date. I am passing status. I am passing created date, updated date, start time, end time, and number of record that we have processed in this run. Okay, so if you see some previous entries, like if I just show you the yesterday's entry, that will be actually better thing. If I just short it on created date, why do I not have access one 1406? Okay, if I open this one, so see, yesterday we triggered this job, and if you see, Yesterday we processed 1505 records. My job was completed successfully. Okay. This is the location of my output path. This is the run date, and this is my ID created for a job. Okay. And like that, I have few details here. This is my start time. It was started at, it is actually UTC time, not Indian time. Okay, it was started at 16:29. Then this job got ended or updated at 16:30. Okay, it took around a minute to complete its execution. Okay, and we also have the end time. So like this, we can create a logs in our DynamoDB table of our glue job runs on everyday basis. Okay, so this is my put item. It's actually fairly easy. We will create some variables and we will map those variables to the, see on left hand side, these are my DynamoDB fields that I want to create. On right hand side are my variables having the values that I want to pass inside these fields. Okay, and I'm also saying print new entry is made in DynamoDB. So we have seen this message that we get this message after data load is finished. And then I do have an entry calling saying DynamoDB table is updated. Okay. Expression is actually a bit interesting one. So this means if I execute the query, if I execute this table query, and if I have found that particular job exists on particular date, that means I have already made an entry and I'm running that job again on that particular day, then I have to update few things. Okay. So I will set my start time. Whatever is the latest start time I have got, I will update my start time based on that. And I will say update item in this keys and created it are going to be same because we don't want to modify these things. In update expression, we will set what are the columns that we want to set. Okay, so status we want to set. Actually, this is some spelling mistake. That's why it's actually short. So status we will set, and we will set this status with message. End time we will update with e time. Start time we will update with as time. Updated at we will update with update time. Okay, this is my update expression, and the values for this updated expression are passed here in expression attribute values. So my message is going to receive message value. My e time is actually going to receive end times value. My as time is actually going to receive start times value. Basically, first I set what columns I'm going to update. Then I set with what value I'm going to update those columns. So like this, we can go ahead and update the columns or details in our DynamoDB table for a particular job. So yes, if you have any questions in this DynamoDB updation part or its use case.
Yeah, understood, Jalas.
Okay. Okay. So, and then if you see in my job at the end of my job, I'm also calling like update DynamoDB I have called, but I'm also calling send SNS notifications. Okay. If I come on this SNS notification function, basically this function is actually going to send emails to us. Okay. Here I am creating a client of SNS service. Okay, SNS, if you see on the console, it's actually called as simple notification service that you can use for that can be utilized for email sending, SMS sending, and sending some triggers. Okay, so SNS basically works on two things. We create topic. Topic means let me just delete this topic. It's the extra one. Okay, so if you see, this is one of my topic. Topic means we will create a channel that is going to send a message. Okay, that is going to have a standard message sending process. So topic is that thing, and then we have subscriber. Subscriber means who all are going to receive the message from that particular topic. So I have one topic created here, and if you see its detail, it display name and sends email for glue job. Okay, and here I have one subscription assigned to it, and it is my email ID that is going to receive the details. Okay, so if I come back here, if I create this topic, okay, then I have two ways of creating the topic. Okay, and this is like your message queuing and all those things, but we will use a standard one because in the standard one only we can have emails. So I'm going to pass my name for the topic. So let's say demo topic. Okay, and display name, it is kind of a something that you want to display. You can say sends email, and then you can just simply come down and click on create topic. Okay, basically you can also set up the encryptions, access policies, data protection policies, some security for your emails. You can actually set it up here, but we are going to this is all actually is optional part. So if you once you create the topic, okay, then you can come down in subscriptions, and you can click on create subscription. You will have to choose a topic. So you will choose the demo topic, it's a new one, and then you will choose the protocol. So in the protocol, you will be having the options of whether you want to send this topic to be publishing the message on Firehose, Lambda, or it's a simple email topic, or you want to have HTTP or HTTPS, or SMS is also actually going to work. So this means I will say email, the simplest one. I'll provide my email ID here. Once you provide the email ID, a confirmation message will be triggered on your email box. You have to confirm that. Once you confirm that, you will be able to read the emails send out from this topic. Okay, so basically what happens here, if I just again come back on this window, on topic, my glue job will be sending some data. Okay, on topic, my glue job will be sending some data, and it's also going to trigger the topic, and whoever are the subscriber of that topic, those are going to receive the email from that particular topic. Okay, so my glue job will be connecting with the topic, and then it's topic's responsibility to distribute the messages or emails to its all subscribers. Is it clear, Rama? The SNS, it's actually a very simple service. It just sends the emails or SMS and all those things.
Yes, yes, Jalas. Yeah.
Okay, so if you just come here, I have simply created the client for that, and this is my SNS topic ARN. You can get it from here. If you come on the topic, you can get the ARN from here. Okay, just paste this ARN. This is subject of your message. This is message that you are going to pass inside your glue job. So I am saying your job run is completed. Please check it status. Okay, I'm simply saying it's completed the execution. Whether it's failed or not, that we have to check. Okay, and I'm saying subject message from glue ETL. Then I will simply say publish. Publish means publishing the message on topic. I will pass my topic ARN. I will pass my message. I will pass my subject, and message structure is going to be a string structure. I don't want any other structure. Basically, it means simple text we are going to get inside our messages. So this piece actually is going to send emails for you. Okay, this piece is actually going to send emails for you. So if I come on my glue part again. Okay, if I come back to my glue part again, and here, if I execute this run, and in the runs, So as we have not modified any data, like it's the same file, so we will be having nothing in SCD. Same or no update will be getting published here. So if you see, we should have nothing here. We will have nothing in these data frames. Okay, because nothing we have modified in the source file. And in the not updated, we will have all the data. Okay, my data load is finished, and then it says new entry is made in DynamoDB. So if you just come back to my DynamoDB, and if I come in this job status table, if I refresh this, then you can see entry is now 11, and I should have an entry of today also, 1703. Okay, you can see I have entry of today also. It started around 3 o'clock UTC time. Okay, and then we can see other details also. Okay, and if you just get this time, I think I'm checking wrong record. It's 17.3. My bad. It should be 15.06. Sorry, yeah, it's this one. Yeah. So this is the record processed 15.05. Then I have my start time at 3:48 IST time. Okay, and it got updated at this time. Now if I execute the job again, okay, if I execute the job again on the same day, no new entry will be actually created. We will just have one more update in this table. Okay, if I just take this start time and paste it on my notepad plus, and if I come on here, just check this next log stream. Okay, or this one, we should be having one. My glue job is running. Yes, it is running. I will take go on output logs, and if I come here on output logs, this is my stream. Okay, I'll just resume this. Okay, data load is finished, and if you see, this time it says DynamoDB table is actually updated. So if I come back to my DynamoDB table, and if I open the 1506, okay, now my details are actually updated because it's not created new entry. It simply updated the details, and if you see, the previous start time was this one, 15:58. Okay, so this is the proof that it's getting updated. That means all the entries will be updated in this. Okay, I will just cancel this. And if I just show you my email box, and if I come in all mail, you can see I have emails from my Glue ETL job that your job run is actually completed. Okay, so this is how we can actually send emails to our Gmails or actually any email ID. You can send the emails. Glue will help you to notify about your job executions, its failure, its runtime, and all those things. So basically, I like right now I have just coded this in, like I have called this function only one time in here, and I could have done it in multiple times, and also in the failure case, like I could have also done it like if else condition. If job completes successfully, then send the email of success. If job failed, then send email of failure. So those you can also go ahead and configure as per your convenience and choices. Okay. And one more thing, if you just see one more function I have for Redshift. So we have seen copy editor Redshift, but there's one more Redshift function I have. Okay, basically the difference only is here. Like in the copy editor Redshift, I am expecting a indicator here. Okay, that means okay. Before explaining this one, if you have any questions in the any of this topic, Redshift or DynamoDB, SNS, if you have any confusion there in the whole process, then please let me know.
Jalas, Jalas, actually, when we're running the script, is it reading my function script from the location?
Yes.
Okay. 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 When we are running the script, the first one, the notebook, the PySpark shell job. So it takes the code from the my functions, right?
Yes. Yes. Actually, yes.
Okay. Got it.
So do one thing, actually try to set this project up in your AWS account. You will learn a lot of things. You will get a lot of errors. It's not going to be a smooth ride for you.
Okay.
Okay, and now, yeah. So I was saying that, okay, if you see the copy to Redshift, here, we are expecting a truncate flag here, whether it's a Y or not. But sometimes we might have that, you don't want to, like, truncate flag is only doing two things. Either you can delete complete table, or you can just let the complete table there, there it is, and just, append the data. But sometimes we do have requirements to, conditionally delete the data. That means you want to delete 2 years back data and then append, or maybe you want to delete some specific fields and then append. So for that, what you can do, you can pass a delete query into your Redshift query. That means when you're going to call this function copy to Redshift conditional, we will be creating a query. I don't know if I have an example here or not. No. So what I was meaning, we can create a query, something like this, equal delete, okay, and say delete from this table where price is more than 200, okay, something like this, or any logic that is actually the requirement of your delete purpose. You can pass it here, or maybe you can where we can also say where load date. Then you can write the logic where load date is like 2 months old or like that. Okay, create the delete query here, and this delete query, like instead of this, you will be calling the copy data unload. Okay. Sorry, copy data conditional one, and you will be passing the SQL delete instead of y. You will be passing the SQL delete, and when it receives the SQL delete information, see earlier we were saying, okay, earlier we were saying SQL truncate, and now what we will say, we will have SQL delete query executing first. Okay, so this means before copying the data onto Redshift, first we will be deleting the data from Redshift based on some condition that we have passed in our SQL query on our code. So it will delete the data first. Okay, it is based on some conditions, and then we will start processing the copy part of our load. Okay, is this is clear? So you HC, as per your requirement, you can use any of this function, copy it a redshift or copy it a conditional one. Okay, and one more thing, this is like I have created two functions. If you just look into these two functions carefully, obviously you can create a single function out of it. No need to have two separate functions for this. So basically what I'm saying, in the copy to redshift also, in this function, okay, I am saying if truncate flag is equals to y, else I am just not deleting any data. We could have also said if SQL delete is like if conditional delete is y or not, and pass that query to here.
Okay.
Okay. So, I mean, yeah, this is all from the project side. I was actually having some 10-15 minutes time if you guys were looking to ask some questions, but looks like nobody's actually joining from last 1 or 2 weeks. And they're actually watching the recordings only. So yeah, if you have any questions that you can ask, that you can think, then I'll answer that. Otherwise, this is all from the project side. Tomorrow, I'm going to introduce EMR to you.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I'm understanding while you're telling, but thing is, until unless I handle the project, individually, then only you'll come to know if the questions are there. I think if it is running for in your case, then it works for me also when I started doing that.
Yeah, I mean, if you start doing this, it will work for you. That is obviously true. But I have always expected somebody, you guys try some modifications from your side. You guys try to create a different logic or maybe a better way of this, or try something else.
Right.
Yeah, so because then only you will be gaining the more knowledge.
Yeah, that's true, Jaras. Yeah.
So yeah, maybe you can go ahead and try these things, and just one thing, if you're on free account, then it's fine. Otherwise, just make sure that you shut down your cluster or just pause it every day.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
It's actually charge you actually too much. Where is my cluster? Okay, I mean, if you have no questions, then I can wrap it up.
Okay, Jaras. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, see you tomorrow.
Yes.